out.
Wàhálà ó pọ̀ kọ́ ló ń ṣàánú. People waited. Participants 300 plus. Only 4 something. Ẹni tó mi mọ bóun ṣe rí tó ní 4 something. Thank God you are around. Doctor, really needed to know.
Let's wait and see.
Okay, he's posting the YouTube link. Okay, Taiwo náà wọlé. Okay.
Ìsọlẹ́gbẹ́ má bínú o.
Okay.
Mo ń try láti post YouTube link for everybody kó lè join ni.
Okay, ó bẹ́tà kọ́ lọ through YouTube. Wọ́n ti lu eléyìí pa.
Ah. Okay, so I think we have done justice to that.
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome, sir.
Okay, please, do you see my slide? If you see my slide, make use of your emoji. Oh, okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So, Oga, are you going to share your slide?
Yes.
Okay. I'm coming. Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome. I'm sorry for the network issue that happened earlier. I don't know. It's like someone want to sabotage the our efforts, but we thank God we be able to retrieve that back. Yeah, yes, the recording is going to be shared. Okay, now, good evening, distinguished colleague, a member of the Public Service Knowledge Hub. As our it is always a pleasure to welcome passionate and forward-thinking officers like you who continue to invest in their personal and professional growth. At Public Service Knowledge Hub, our goal goes beyond helping you pass the promotion examination. We are here to help you grow in knowledge, competence, and confidence so that you can perform excellence whenever you serve. We understand how important this promotion session is, and that is why our sessions are designed to give you practical insight, clear direction, and the motivation to keep moving forward in your career journey. Remember, promotion is not just about the next level. It is about readiness to take on greater responsibility. Now, to stay connected and never miss our updates or material, because we are going to start sharing material to the all eligibility officers. I will send my contact number, my WhatsApp number. You just send your WhatsApp number to me. I will add you. I will create a group for only eligible officers so that we can start sharing important material to them. So if you have our WhatsApp channel, please share it across. Our Telegram channel, share it across. And also, don't forget to go to our YouTube channel. We have all that it takes for you to pass your promotion exercise on our YouTube archive channel. So I also encourage everyone to take some time, at least take some time, 1 hour, 30 minutes, to check all our past previous session, to check it, and so that to use it to guide us and prepare yourself. So you will find past tutorial video that can strengthen your preparation, and please share the link with other civil servants so that together we can build a strong, more knowledgeable public servants. Once again, welcome to another impactful session, and thank you for being part of this movement of growth and excellence. Yeah, our facilitator today for today's session is a man whose deep understanding of the establishment matter and human resource management has inspired many across the Lagos public servants. So, Mr. Olagbe, are you with us, sir?
I'm with you.
Okay, beautiful, sir. So thank you, every one of us. Welcome. Yeah, our guest tonight is Mr. Babashola Akeem Olaegbe, MSc, MCIPM, MNI, ACTI. Mr. Babashola Akeem Olaegbe is a seasoned human resource practitioner and accomplished administrator in Lagos State Public Service. He currently serves as a Deputy Director Admin and HR in the Ministry of Special Duty and Intergovernmental Relations. He is an establishment guru, an erudite facilitator, a Pacific author, and a public servant, thought leader, and with a strong passion for knowledge sharing. His academic background includes an MSc in organizational behavior, a master's degree in managerial psychology, a BSc in business administration, and a higher national diploma in business administration and management. Mr. Olaegbe distinguished career in the Lagos State Public Service spans several strategy postings, including the then Board of Internal Revenue, Lagos State Scholarship Board, Lagos State Resilient Office, and the Ministry of Establishment and Training. Beyond the public service, he has also contributed to academia as a lecturer and examiner at Lagos State Polytechnic, Ikorodu, the Nigerian Institute of Management, Chartered, and the Epitome Professional Tutorial Center, a CIBN study center. He also had his NYSC stint at Society General Bank, Iket, Kogi State. Pardon me for that. A presidential gold awardee under the Duke of Edinburgh, London Youth Award Scheme. Mr. Olaegbe is a member of several professional bodies, including Chartered Institute of Personnel Management, the Nigerian Institute of Management, and the associate member of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria. He is the author of several publications and training material widely used across the Lagos State Public Service, including Public Service through a Practical Approach, Question and Answer on General Knowledge and Current Affairs, Introduction to Entrepreneurship, Fundamental of Feasibility Study, Fundamental of Business Research, and Research Methodology, a Practical Approach. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want you to use the emoji to usher our facilitator in. Please, let me see your emoji. Let me see your emoji to appreciate Mr. Olaegbe. Let me see your emoji. And before we allow Mr. Olaegbe to say anything, I will advise you, if I were you, especially those who are eligible on the year 2026 promotion exercise, though it's not officially, but we are hearing here and there, it's going to be written there and there and there and there. I will, because of you, I will try to meet Mr. Olaegbe one-on-one. You should try and meet Mr. Olaegbe one-on-one. Get all the copy of all his books so that this can guide you through the promotion. Because this promotion exercise, the management, the Lagos State government want all civil servants to stand out wherever they are. They want to have fully chest piece on all our civil servants. So that is why stylishly the Lagos government is trying to run something called PPP, public-private partnership. If you are part of us in our last call, our lecturer told us that he get to a stage that they are second some staff to private sector like MTN and other, while private sector are even coming into public sector and learn from us. So we learn from private while private learn from us. So that is why I think that is why, if truly that is why government want to go on a digital and written and CBT and oral. So on this note, Mr. Olaegbe, sir, are you still with us, sir?
Yes, I'm with you.
Oh, fantastic, sir, fantastic. Can you share your slides, sir?
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Good evening, esteemed public servant of Lagos State.
Good evening, sir.
Sorry for the delay. It's about 1 hour delay. No problem. I'll make it up. Just relax. This and I know it's because of the peculiarity of the examination. I mean the promotion exam we are about to face. Don't worry, just relax. By the time we are through with this tutorial, you'll be fully confident to face the panel for the promotion. This is going to be different from what you've been having in the past, where lecturers will come or facilitator will come and they will just facilitate and go. This section is purely tutorials. And, as part of the thing we are supposed to read in preparation for the promotion, public service rule is there. And by God's grace, I'll take you through the public service rule. Tonight's section is going to center on appointments. So I just want you to relax, take your notepad, and follow me as I take you through the public service rule. So tonight, the learning objectives we are to share together is that at the end of this session, participants will be able to have background knowledge of the public service rules. We're able to know why the public service rule, know the types of appointments, identify the guidelines for recruitment. You'll be able to enumerate the criteria for recruitment, differentiate between secondment and transfer. We'll be able to explain clearly the concepts of conversion, advancement, promotion, posting, and deployment. Now, let me start by saying that where there is no rule, there is no sin. Ìlú tí ò sí òfin, ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ò sí níbẹ̀ o. But for an effective and smooth running of any organization, there must be established rules and regulations that will give proper directions to people in that organization. But here, for public servants or public officers, let me emphasize on the 4 major rules that will give those directions to us. The first one is the public service rule. The second one is financial regulations. Third one, I'll talk on schemes of service. And lastly, we'll talk about the extant circulars. So let me take it one after the other. The public service rule. The public service rule deals with the conditions of service for the public officers. So when you pick a public service rule, it tells you how public servants come into the service, different types of ways people can come into the service is there. When we talk about exiting the service, different ways of exiting the service is equally there. When we talk about leave, different types of leave that public servants can enjoy is there, and the likes. So that is why we say public service rule deals with the condition of service for the public servant. It is about the day-to-day activities of public servants in the public service. Financial regulations also deals with the ways and manner funds are being expended and administered. The ways and manners funds are being expended and administered. So when you pick a financial regulations, it talks about different sources of revenue of government. Is it through taxes? Is it through pay as you earn? Is it through penalty? Is it through fines? Is it through federal allocation? and other internally generated revenue. These are the various sources of funds for government. It also talks about how those funds can be expended, how those funds can be spent. Is it through recorded expenditure? Is it through capital expenditure? If you are talking about recorded expenditure, that is where your salary comes. If you are talking about capital expenditure, that is the fund slated for capital projects. Capital projects like hospitals, construction of roads, town hall, building of stadium, and the likes. These are capital expenditures. The next one is the schemes of service. Schemes of service is that instrument that shows the career movement of an officer from the entry point to the terminal point. It shows different cadres that are applicable in the public service. It talks about the duties and responsibilities of these officers and their salary grade level. It talks about method of entering the cadre and talks about method of advancing beyond the cadre. All these are provided in the schemes of service. It is the schemes of service that guides us on the placement of officers at the point of entry. When an officer is newly coming to the public service, we don't just place them on a particular cadre. We don't just place them on a particular grade level. We are being guided by the schemes of service. An officer that is coming with O level will start from grade level 4, or officer that is having S75, that is not having the required complete result for O level, will be placed on clerical assistance at the point of entry. An officer that is having ND will come in on grade level 6. The terminal point for those clerical officers is grade level 7. That's the chief clerical officers. The terminal point for an officer having OND is grade level 14. An officer that is coming with HND, the entry point is grade level 8, and the terminal point is grade level 14. An officer that is coming with BSc, the entry point is grade level 8, and the terminal point is grade level 17. So that is the placement in service is not by our intuition. We are being guided with the schemes of service. And the last one, which is the instant circulars. Circulars are issued to review, to interpret, to explain any existing rules. Because of the fact that we cannot be tampering with the public service rule. Presently, we are using public service, the revised edition of the public service rule of 2015. Of course, work is ongoing on the review as we speak. But we cannot make that rule that year and at the same time be thinking about reviewing it by tampering with the rule. That is where the circulars comes in to explain, to review, to clarify those existing rules. And reforms and some training issues are evolving. So it is these instant circulars that will explain all those concepts. Now, before January 1st, 2015, there have been rules that have been used. Let me say, between in the 60s, let's say precisely between 1967 and 1982, the applicable rules then was general order. It was general order that was in vogue that time. And general order is an extract of the military general order, naval general order, custom general order, Air Force general order. It's an abstract of those general orders as applicable to the forces, to the armed forces. And if you recall that as at that period in time, we have military as our leadership. So an extract of what is applicable in the cantonment, in the barracks, in the forces are now being used to govern the public servants. Then, yes, I said public servant because as at that time it was public servant, they called government workers that time. So between 1982 and 2015 in Lagos State, the applicable rules then was civil service rule, and the government of workers are regarded as civil servants. Now, during that general order, the total number, the general order was not in chapters. It was only in sections, and it has about 33 sections during that period. It has about just 33 sections. That those are the rules, used to govern the public servant then. But in public service, we have 22 chapters in public service rule, and it was the rule used until January 1st, 2015 in Lagos State. I said Lagos State because it wasn't like that at the federal level. So the nomenclature of the entire civil servant in Lagos State changed to public servant as of January 1st, 2015, because we were known as civil servant then, before that period. But as of January 1st, 2015, the nomenclature of the entire public servant in Lagos State changed to public servant. And this was supported with the revised edition of the public service rules. Now, the question now is, why do we have the public service rule? Why? Number one, to bring about effective and efficient, smooth running of government work. Imagine in a situation where there is no rule, things will be done haphazardly. There will be anarchy in government. You see people doing the way they like. But because there are rules in place, so that was what brings about effective and efficient, smooth running of government work. Number two, to ensure uniformity and fairness. Number three, to ensure accountability, purity, and sanity. Number four, to protect public officers from coercion and influence of politics. Number five, to enhance the process of training and development. Number six, the change of nomenclature from civil service rule to public service rule is an attempt to make the rule applicable to parastatals, commissions, and other agencies of government. Number 7, to conform with the changing local and global trends. And lastly, to accommodate the evolving reforms in Lagos. Just like I said, that things are still evolving. Things are still evolving. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, sir. Please, if you can hear our facilitator, can you make use of your emoji? If you can hear, someone is typing that he's only seeing introduction. Anyika Jane Francis, can you see the slide now? Anyika James, can you? Okay, thank you. Okay, it's audible. Very well. Beautiful.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Now, appointment authority. Let's talk about appointment authority. Appointment into public service remains with the State Service Commission. All the statutory commissions have the right, have the power to appoint people into the public service. And this appointment comes in 2 forms. Number 1, it could be through letter written under the direction of the State Service Commission and other agencies so empowered. That is number 1. And number 2, it could be through formal agreement between the officers and the state government or its approved agencies. Now, let me explain this. Let me demystify it. Number 1, it could be through letter written under the direction of the State Service Commission and any other agencies so empowered. The State Service Commission, as you have said, example of the State Service Commission are those statutory commissions. Like I said, we have the Civil Service Commission, we have House of Assembly Service Commission, we have the Local Government Service Commission, we have Health Service Commission, we have Judicial Service Commission, we have Audit Service Commission, we have Teaching Service Commission. Those are the State Service Commission. They all have the power to employ. They all have the power to appoint people into the public service. And any other agency so empowered. Who are these agencies we are talking about? Example of those agencies is LASUT, Lagos State University Teaching Officer, Hospital is an example. They have the power to employ doctors. They have the power to employ, to appoint pharmacy. They have the power to appoint nursing. To have the power to, and any other health workers, they have the power. Another example of other agency is SUBEB. SUBEB also have the power to employ teachers and the like. So that is the usual of other agency so empowered. Now, and let me also add that all of us, mostly on this platform, including the facilitator speaking, we all fall under that category of officers. Number 2, formal agreement, through the formal agreement between the officers and the state government and its approved agencies. What do I mean by this? Let's say, for instance, we have an ophthalmologist that is doing wonderfully well in America, and my governor, Mr. Governor, have interest in that officer to come and work with us in Lagos State, an ophthalmologist. Okay, the governor now call on the PS Ministry of Health, Dr. Olusegun Abayomi Ogboye, the PS Lashma, Dr. Oluwatoyin Emmanuela Zambo, and maybe the CMD LASUT, Professor Adetokunbo Fabanwo. You call on the 3 of them to go to that America and invite that ophthalmologist to come and work with us in Lagos State. On getting to America, they met the doctor. Unfortunately enough, the ophthalmologist is a Nigerian. They spoke to him, and part of the conditions slated by that officer, that is the ophthalmologist, is that if you want me to come to Lagos, are you ready to pay 15 million for me as my monthly salary? Are you ready to provide my accommodation in Magodo? Are you ready to provide my official car to be, Prado year 2023? These are the conditions that the ophthalmologist needed and wanted before he or she can come to Nigeria, to Lagos and work with us. So the team have no choice but to note all those conditions. When they now come back to Lagos, they write their report and submit to governor for his consent. If eventually Mr. Governor now approve that terms, then that is an appointment and it has hold. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listening to me, were you all employed in this particular order? You agree with me that no. But that is not to say that some technocrats are not being employed in that order, in that particular order. So that is that section of the rule. That is what it says. Now, let's talk about appointment to senior posts. Appointment of officers from level 7 and above is vested on the State Service Commission, meaning that officers on the level 7 and above, the appointment is in the hand of the statutory commission. They all have equal power to appoint officers on the level 7 and above, and any other body so empowered, like I've said, the explanation I give, like SUBEB, like LASUT, like and the likes. So, and that appointment must be advertised, and application must comply strictly with the terms of the advert. Now, appointment to junior post. Each ministry, department, and agency have power to also recruit on merit junior staff on grade level 6 and below. So, and this one is subject to the manpower requirement and approved dispensation to recruit. And the junior staff committee shall conduct and appoint officer into various junior cadres. So, let's talk about incremental date. An officer's incremental date shall be 1st of January or 1st of July. Those two dates are so paramount to public servants in Lagos State. It is either 1st of January or 1st of July, after the first anniversary of his appointment date, subject to good conduct and performance. Now, incremental date is that particular date officers observe slight increment in his salary. It is that date that will say that that officer is moving from one step to a higher step. Is because of the incremental date. Now, let me now explain. Let me explain how we arrive at that date. All officers, I repeat, all officers employed between January 2nd of a particular year, and July 1st of that year will end July 1st date. All officers employed between January 2nd and July 1st of a particular year will end July 1st date. And all officers employed between July 2nd and January 1st of the following year will end January 1st date. And that is the date that officer will be using from the entry point to his terminal point. But there are some conditions that can make that date change. Example of it is conversion. Now, let me explain that. If an officer that came in with HND and have interest, in pursue a course of study, the person have completed and that person is willing to convert, because conversion is by choice. And let's say the officer has been using July 1st date, notional date, July 1st, and a PMB is being constituted for the officer, and the PMB was done in June, in the month of June of a particular year, and the report, the minute of the PMB still needed to be forwarded to commission, the state commission, for ratification. Let's say the commission is now meeting in August to ratify that PMB recommendation. So if the date of that officer is 1st of July, it will automatically change the notional date or the incremental date of the officer back to January 1st. So on that condition, the notional date of that officer will change from July 1st to January 1st. So that is about the incremental date. Let's talk about seniority. Seniority among officers is determined by the date of first assumption of duty, certified by an authorized officer, as reflected in the assumption of duty certificate. Seniority. Everybody knows there is seniority in service. An officer on grade level 9, senior that officer on grade level 7. An officer on grade level 14, senior that of officer on grade level 12. No doubt about that. But what the public service rule is saying here is completely different from what I've just said. What the public service rule is saying here is that seniority will be determined by the date of first assumption of duty, certified by an authorized officer. Now, let me demystify that concept. Let's say we have Mr. A, Mr. B, and Mr. C. They all got letter of employment the same day. How do we determine the most senior among them? Let's say Mr. A, when he collected his letter, he now said, thank God, what's today's date? Today is 26. I knew they are going to give me this letter of appointment. Upon all my moves to get the job, I knew they are going to give me. On that note, the officer now said, Shebi, today is 26. I will not even resume now. I will not resume now. I will resume and this month is October. I will resume in December. After all, my letter of appointment is already with me. So Mr. A decided to resume in the first working day in the month of December. Mr. B collected his letter and said, "Oh, thank God for all what you have been doing in my life." He was so happy. He was full of joy. He was full of grace. He was, grateful to God for giving him that job. So on the October 27, he appeared at the agencies, empowered to employ. He appeared with the letter of employment and said he got the letter of employment. The officer that attended to him gave him a form to fill. That form is what we call assumption of duty certificate. And instantly, having filled that, his name was included in the nominal roll of that agency. So the guy has resumed. The following day, he collected his letter, which is on the 27th of October. Now, Mr. C collected his own letter and he said he will start job afresh November 1st. So, and he will start job November 1st. I mean, being the first working day of the month. So, ladies and gentlemen, who is the most senior? The most senior is Mr. B, the guy who decided to resume the following day. He collected his letter of employment and who has filled letter and assumed duty. He filled the assumption of duty certificate and assumed duty immediately. And the next person to that person is Mr. C, who decided to assume duty on the 1st of November 2025, while the last person, the most junior among them, is Mr. A, who decided to resume December 1st, being the first working day of the last month. So that is what the rule is saying, that seniority among officers is determined by the date of first assumption of duty, certified by an authorized officer, as reflected in the assumption of duty certificate. Now, let us talk about recruitment. Let's talk about recruitment. Recruitment, what is recruitment? Recruitment simply means filling of vacancies by the appointment of persons not already in the civil or public service of Lagos State. Filling of vacancies by the appointment of persons not already in the civil or public service of Lagos State, according to the manpower requirement of the MDA. Recruitment is different from transfer of service. Now, recruitment, a candidate that is coming from, that has just completed his degree in school, that has just completed his diploma in school, when he's coming to the service, that is what we call recruitment. Or a banker, an officer who was once a banker, coming to join the public service, if he's just coming to the public service of Lagos State, that is recruitment. But when an officer is coming from Ogun State or from Abuja to join Lagos State, that is not recruitment. That is a transfer of service. That is a transfer of service. Now, let's talk about types of appointments. In the public service rule, direct appointment into public service may take any of the following forms, and those forms are 6 different types. There are 6 types of appointment as stated in the public service rule. Number 1 is the appointment as trainee or pupil. Appointment as trainee or pupil, where a candidate for employment requires additional professional experience before full employment. So that is what we call appointment as trainee. Now, Example of this is house officers in the health sectors. When you go to LASUT or when you go to any of the general hospitals in Lagos State, you see some house officers, attending to patients. Those house officers are fresh graduates from university. But before they can be given employment, they are subjected to additional professional, experience before full employment. They are they were attached to medical consultants who will put them through on, professional, practical experience before they can be considered for full employment. That is appointment as trainee or pupil. Now, number 2 is appointment on probation into a permanent post. That is where you and I belong. That is, officers on probation shall be required to serve for, 2 years before being confirmed in the service. The moment you are employed, you are placed on probation for 2 years before you can be confirmed. And that's the period when we firstly joined service that time. That was the period they say they use pencil to write our name. And we are so scaring about the job. We are so conscious of what we are doing. Fẹ́ ṣe o, wọ́n ní tó bá ti pé pencil lọ fi kọ o, lọ́wọ́ kan ni o. If you make mistake, if you involve in any misconduct, you will be sent away. They can usually use pencil, they can usually use eraser to erase your name from the nominal roll. Those are the fear they created on us at that period when we are freshly employed. And within this probationary period, officers are required to the prescribed examination appropriate to his appointment. For senior officers, they will do the prescribed examination. The prescribed examination for them is compulsory exam, because they will do compulsory exams. For clerical officers, the prescribed examination for them is combined confirmed exam, and usually held once in a year. We also have exams for the technical officers. The prescribed exam for them is as clearly stated in the schemes of service, based on their discipline. Because under the technical officers, we have plumbing, we have tailor, we have carpenter, we have electrical, we have electrician, we have those cadres that are technically inclined in the public service, and they cannot give exams of tailor to the plumbers. They cannot give exams of the carpenter to the electrician. So they were examined based on their discipline. So the next one I want to talk about is appointment on contract for a specified period. Appointment on contract for a specified period. Appointment on contract is an engagement of a person to an established office for a term of 2 years, renewable only once, or as stipulated in terms and conditions of his contract. Yes, for appointment, sorry, for contract appointment, it is a term of 2 years. It is a term of 2 years. So, and that term can be renewed only once, making total of 4 years. Making total of 4 years. And contract appointments are mostly, offered where a specific need has been identified that is not met by the existing public servants. That's one of the conditions for granting contract appointment. But let me also make it known to you that there are situations at times where you see people on fourth tour, on third tour, on fourth tour, on fifth tour. It happens. And let me give you an instance. Let's say in Lagos State, we have let's say we have 5 cardiologists in Lagos State. 5 cardiologists. I'm just making an instance. And let's say one is in General Hospital Ifakojayi. Let's say one is in General Hospital Mushin. One is in General Hospital Lagos, Odon. One is in Bagada General Hospital. And let's say the last one is at Orilagege General Hospital. So those are the 5 cardiologists. And among these 5 cardiologists, let's say 3 of them are retiring, have retired. Let me say they have retired. And we have given them, we have given them appointment on contract for the first tour and the second tour. They have spent their 2 tours. And we still have 2 others on ground. Maybe we still have one at Odon. That one is still working. They are still working fantastically. They have not spent fully their contract appointment period. They have not spent their tour. And we still have another one at the General Hospital. Is still serving on contract. But 3 of them have done their tour and they have completed. Now, if we should allow these 3 to go, that of Mushin, Ifakojayi, and Orilagege, to just go, that they have fully spent their tour, and we do not have a replacement on time, on ground, patients will suffer. And government of Lagos State will not allow patients to suffer. So that is the condition at times where we find ourselves by placing them on more tour, so that they will not be deprived. They will not deprive them from seeing their patients. So what are the rules for contract appointment? Number 1, the condition of service of a contract officer are those clearly stated in the contract itself, in terms of remuneration, in terms of allowances. The person will say, okay, agree. They will agree on the remuneration and the allowances. So if it's okay by the officer, you will accept it. Then not only that, contract appointment may be offered to an expatriate only when suitable Nigerians are not available. When we don't have, suitable Nigerians to do it, they can also, when you go to Lantoro Hospital, because I don't think we have expatriate at Lasso, but Lantoro at Abeokuta or UCS in Ibadan, you may see expatriate. You may see expatriate as doctors there, because they may not have suitable Nigerians to do that discipline. Now, 3, Nigerians may be appointed on contract terms if they are pensioner. Contract appointment can be granted to pensioner, like I said. And of all the 6 types of appointment, both contract appointment and part-time appointment can be given to officers that has spent 55 years of age and above. Yes, contract appointment can, and contract appointment and part-time appointment can also be given to officers that has spent 55 years of age and above at the point of being appointed. Not another condition is it is in the interest of the state. It is in the interest of the service or interest of the state. Then the person must possess, specialized skills. So then contract appointment can be terminated in two ways. It can be terminated by the state government. Thank you, you will be going. Then it can also be terminated by the officer. The officer himself can come out, please, I'm traveling out. I want to go and spend the rest of my year in abroad, in UK, with my family. So he may leave. So on that note, contract appointment can be terminated. Now, the next one is an acting appointment. This type of appointment is mostly enjoyed by the top management officers, e.g., the GM, the MD, and the likes, or the CEO, depending on the nomenclature of the head, or the secretary. Now, it is usually for short period. And one thing I would like to clear is this. When we talk about acting appointments, some public officers, they mix it up with an holding fort. I had some directors saying, I'm acting for my PS. My PS is not around. I'm acting for my PS. I've equally seen a director, level 17, after writing anything on the memo, you now put APS. APS, acting PS. It is a wrong usage of word. That director is not acting. He's only holding fort for the PAMSEC. He's only holding fort for the GM. He's only holding fort for the MD. But it becomes an acting appointment if there is a letter to that effect. If there is a letter to that effect, and that acting appointment must also be gazetted. So if there is no letter to that effect, that officer is only holding fort for that officer, for that MD or GM or PS. And an officer that is on acting appointment is also entitled to some allowances as stipulated in Chapter 15 of the Public Service Rule of Lagos State Public Service Rule. There are allowances clearly stated. If a level 16 is acting and that level 16 has already spent 16 years. I'm sorry, if that officer has already spent 2 years or more on that level, is entitled to 100% of that allowance, acting allowance. If he has just spent 1 year on that grade level of level 16, is entitled to 50% of that acting allowance. If that officer has just gotten his promotion this year to level 16 or level 17, as in is on acting appointment, that officer will not be entitled to any acting appointment, as all these are clearly stated in Chapter 15 of the Public Service Rule. So that is acting appointment. The next one is appointment on temporary basis. Appointment on temporary basis. That's the number 5. When a member of staff is temporarily employed in an established post. So, example of this is medical interns or PA to honorable member of House of Assembly. You know, after election, when the honorable members, won and they came to the House of Assembly, when they are coming, some of them came with their PA, their secretaries, their drivers, their assistant, senior assistant, whatever. When they are coming like that, we engage them on temporary basis. Temporary in the sense that the moment they completed their tenure and they are supposed to maybe contest for another term or whatever, they are going. When the honorable is going, they are also going with the honorables. So that is why they said, that's why they put them on temporary appointment. Then the last one is appointment on part-time basis. This appointment is mostly given to professionals whose skills and expertise are needed. Example of this is lecturers, maybe in LASU, lecturers in LASU, maybe medical consultant. Maybe you have been to LASU for one medical issue or the other, and the person attending to you will now say, Mr. Olaigbe, the person you want to see, the doctor that will attend to you, don't come today. They only come on Wednesday. Or don't come on so you can only see him on Fridays. That shows that consultant is on part-time, appointment. Is on part-time appointment. We have part-time lecturers also in the tertiary institutions too, that are lecturing in part-time school. So we have part-time lecturers in all the tertiary institutions. We have adjunct lecturers and the likes, that the appointment is strictly on part-time basis. So now, let us now talk about the guidelines for recruitment. The guidelines for recruitment in Lagos State Civil Service. HOS Circulars 61 in year 2024, clearly outlined that all recruitment exercises in Lagos State will be conducted as follows. Yes, year 2024. Number one, the first step is there should be request for dispensation to recruit. Requests for dispensation to recruit are to be forwarded through the parent ministry. That is the agency initiating this, the initiating that is planning to recruit must, forward their request through their parent ministry. For example, Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service is an agency under Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relations. If they want to recruit, their letters must come through the parent ministry, which is Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relations. Request cannot just go straight to commission or to staff or to Office of Debt of Service without passing through the parent ministry. Number two, the Civil Service Commission is to consider and advise on the recruitment needs as appropriate. So the Civil Service Commission must be in the know of the request because they are our employer. They are the one that's going to do the employment. So if you say you need certain classes of or crop of officers and they are not aware, the request will not fly. And they are to advise on the recruitment needs as appropriate. So they are to consider and advise on the recruitment needs as appropriate. Not only that, the next step is the Ministry of Establishment and Training is also to confirm adequate personnel budgetary provision for the proposed recruitment and advise accordingly. So we cannot make recruitment. If you want to recruit next year, we have done personnel budget for this year. Have you budgeted for it? Has it been noted in the budget of year 2026, which is next year? So established to note that agency has budgeted for it. In the budget, in the personnel budget of that agency, there is a column called where they make projection for recruitment. If the projection is blank throughout, then it means the agency has not projected for any recruitment, and that request will not fly. But an agency that is planning to recruit next year will have incorporated it while we are doing our personnel budget this year. So then the next one is Office of the Head of Service is to seek Mr. Governor's approval on the request. So the letter will now go to the Office of the Head of Service and from there to Mr. Governor for approval on the request. Then the next step is user MDA, Ministry Department and Agent, is to forward approval to the Civil Service Commission. Let's say after the approval of Mr. Governor, they will now forward the approval to the Civil Service Commission or the PSO as appropriate. And lastly, the last step is that the Civil Service Commission or the PSO and the user MDA are to undertake the recruitment exercise together. The Civil Service Commission will do the recruitment, but not in isolation, but in conjunction with the user MDA, the user Ministry Department and agencies. So these are the fundamental guidelines for recruitment in Lagos State Civil Service. Now, what are the criteria for recruitment? What are the criteria for recruitment? In the course of recruitment, the following should be considered. Number one, applicant must not be less than 18 years of age and must not be more than 55 years of age, except for contract and part-time appointment. I said it the other time. So if you are 15 years, you cannot get employment in Lagos State Public Service. And if you are above 55 years of age, you cannot get employment except for contract and part-time appointment. Number two, only qualification recognized in the schemes of service are allowed. So if you are bringing some qualification from university that is not recognized by in the schemes of service, it will not be accepted. Most universities that are issuing diploma certificates, they are not for recruitment, and it cannot be employment. It cannot be used for recruitment. Polytechnics are decreed to issue diplomas. It could be ordinary national diploma, it could be higher national diploma. It is polytechnics that are saddled with that responsibilities. Why university has to issue degree? So if any university is using diploma and you are bringing that diploma for recruitment or for employment in Lagos State Public Service, it will not be accepted. The next one is that person must be certified by state government medical officer as sound in health and medically fit for government service. That officer must be medically fit. Yes, that is when you are employed, you go to LASUT or any of the general hospitals. So it must be general hospital, any of the general hospitals or any or tertiary health facilities. Then not only that, that officer must possess a testimonial of good conduct from his last employer or schools, from his last schools. So a banker that is coming to join public service, he must come with testimonial of good conduct or letter showing that that person is of good conduct. And if it is a freshly somebody coming from UI who have just graduated, testimonial of good conduct must also, he must have, that will be possessed, that will be presented for employment. The next one is no officer shall be appointed into the state service without authorization for appointment from the office of the head of service and without an approved dispensation to recruit in the case of prioritized organization. So if you don't have dispensation to recruit, you cannot go ahead and employ people. Of course, if there is no dispensation, it means there is no approval. So what employment would that agency be doing if there is no approval? So, and not only that, an employer or an officer that is, previously dismissed in any form or in any arm of the public service cannot be reappointed. So, an officer that has been dismissed before cannot be re-engaged into the public service of Lagos State. So let us now go to secondment and transfer. Secondment and transfer. Let us distinguish the two. Secondment. Secondment, during the promotion, these are areas that question do come. And when question comes on it, please, let us understand the concept very well, because people ended up, cramming. Secondment can be regarded as a temporary release of an officer to the service of another government approved body. They ended up cramming. But I want us to understand this concept very well. By the time we understand it very well, we will not have problem, even if question comes and we are able to express ourselves during the interview. Now, secondment. What do I mean by secondment? Secondment is the temporary release of an officer to the service of another government approved body or any recognized international organization for a specified period. Now, secondment comes in two ways or in two forms. Number one, it can be in the officer's interest. Number two, it can be in the state or in the service interest. So I will take it one after the other. In the officer's interest, let's say for example, I have an uncle who has just won election, maybe local government election in Lagos State. Let's say for example, Odiolowo local government, Odiolowo Ojuwe local government. I mean, not a local government, LCDA. Odiolowo is LCDA in Mushin. And then this is an uncle that I know very well. So maybe I now put a call to him. Egbon, please, I would like to join you for this regime. Can I come? If let's say the person now say, okay, you can come if it is possible. It is possible, don't worry, I will come. And what is the experience of the officer? The officer will now put up a letter applying for secondment at Odiolowo LCDA in Motion. You will attach all the necessary documents like letter of appointment, letter of confirmation, promotion letter so far, and SPADEF he has gotten so far. You attach everything, and thereafter, this officer will be asked to face a PMB. So at a PMB, if it is recommended, that officer will be granted for 2 years ab initio. It will be granted for 2 years. So after the officers have spent 2 years fully, maybe he has now, he started enjoying himself, working very well and enjoyed his working in Odiolowo LCDA. Having spent 2 years, maybe he still desire to, continue. Before the expiration of that period, maybe 6 months before, the officer will put up another letter of extension. So the officer's issue will be presented at PMB. The officer may be invited to come from Odiolowo where he's serving, to come and appear before a PMB. So after much deliberation at the PMB, and if the PMB now wishes to grant him, they will grant him for extension for 1 year, making total of 3 years. So notice, secondment in the officer's interest is total of 3 years. The first instance is 2 years, and if extension is granted for 1 year, making total of 3 years. Now, that is secondment in the officer's interest. Now, secondment in the public policy or in the state interest. Now, let's say during the regime of Mr. Babatunde Raji Fashola, let's say I work with him personally at the governor's office, and he really badly the way I work with him. So, and thereafter, we all know that Mr. Babatunde Raji Fashola became honorable minister. Let's say he now call on me, Olaigbe, will you like to join me to run this tenure together? So, because of our good relationship, maybe I oblige to join him. Now, what is expedient for that officer to do is to cascade that call, requesting for his secondment in the public policy, to cascade it to immediate boss, to immediate director or reporting officer. The director will now cascade it to the accounting officer, maybe the PAMSEC or the GM or the MD, depending on the nomenclature of the accounting officer. So, secondment in the public policy or the officer's interest, if I carry my load and face Abuja, where the presidency, where my service is needed, I am going on secondment in the public policy or in the public interest or in the state interest. Now, so many questions can come up on this. What happened to my name on the nominal roll here in Lagos State? What happened to my salary? What happened to my promotion? Now, let me take it one after the other. My name will still be in the nominal roll of Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relations, where I work presently. But on the last column on the nominal roll, where we have remarks, you will now see my name. Against my name, you now see on secondment, we put there. they will now put on secondment. That one will clear me from any audit exercise that may be conducted in the office or in the Lagos State Service. That one will clear me. Now, number two, what happened to my salary? The moment I move to the presidency to join the honorable ministers, my salary in Lagos State stops there. I will no longer collect the salary I'm collecting in Lagos State. So it is the benefiting organization. It is the presidency, according to my explanation, that will now be paying me. So if it is whatever they are paying and allowances they are getting at the presidency is what I'll be collecting. So that is as regards remuneration. Now, promotion. What happened to my promotion is this. For secondment in the officer's interest, the one I explained before, the officer will need to come for promotion, as we are doing promotion now in Lagos State, and the officer is even in Lagos local government SCDA. So the officer can just come for promotion and go back to continue his secondment. He may not need to miss any promotion. But if the secondment in the public policy and Mr. Olegbe is in the presidency, he may not need to come. He may not need to come. So, because as we are doing promotion here in Lagos State now, I may be with the honorable minister in Oklahoma or in Canada on official ground. So, what is expedient for that officer is the officer will complete, may decide to complete that term of 4 years. So when he now finish, I'll now come back to Lagos State to register my intention to do promotion for that year, and my name will be put on the eligibility list for that year, and I will now do all the needful for promotion. So, but at the PMB, it will be noted to the board that I am on secondment, and with that, they will now backdate my date of promotion. The notional date of promotion will still remain the same, meaning that I will still be moving along with my contemporaries. I will not miss any promotion. If that period is about 3 years ago that I ought to have, been promoted, they will backdate it notionally, 3 years ago. They will maybe 2022 or whatever. So that is how it will be. And let me also make it known to you that secondment in the public policy or in the public interest or in the state interest, secondment in the trade has no time bound. I said that of officer interest is the total of 3 years, but secondment in the office in the public interest has no time bound, meaning after the first 4 years that Mr. Babatunde Raji Fashola served as the honorable minister, that I work with him, if they still want me to continue, it continues like that. So that is secondment. So let us now go to transfer. Transfer is the permanent release of an officer from one scheduled service to another. Permanent release. So when that officer is being transferred, is moving completely, his name is being expunged from the nominal role of that ministry or of that agency to another scheduled service or to another agency or to another ministry. So, and transfer could be inter and it could be intra. Interstate transfer is possible. It could be between officer coming from Ogun State to join Lagos State Service, or officer coming from Osun to join Lagos State Service. So that is interstate transfer. And it could be intra meaning that that's the movement of that officer from one, a statutory commission to another commission, maybe from Health Service Commission to the Civil Service Commission, or Judicial Service Commission to House of Assembly Commission. So that is inter-service transfer. And for transfer of service to be valid, 3 conditions must be met. For transfer of service to be valid, 3 conditions must be met. Number 1 is the willingness of that agency, of that officer to release him. So willingness of that agency, of the officer to release him. And number 2, readiness of where he's going to accept. Readiness of where the officer is going, readiness to accept him. And the last one is there must be vacancy. There must be vacancy. Those are the 3 conditions for transfer of service. And if those 3 conditions are not, met, then transfer of service is not possible, it's not valid, that cannot be done. Now, let us talk about conversion, advancement, promotion, posting, and deployment. Conversion. Conversion is the movement of a confirmed officer from one cadre to another cadre. Please, let's asterisk this section 2 in our notepad. We cannot escape it during, interview, during promotion. They are very germane. These are the areas questions do come. So conversion, there must be, conversion is the movement of a confirmed officer from one cadre to another cadre on presentation of requisite additional qualification. On presentation of requisite additional qualification. So, meaning that before conversion can take effect at all, that officer must be a confirmed officer. Not only that, that officer must equally have gotten additional qualification. So if those conditions are not met, then conversion cannot be met or cannot be done. So, and example of movement from one cadre to another cadre is maybe an executive officer, general duties, going to admin and human resource. That is conversion. So that is conversion. And the rules guiding conversion before March 1st, 2016 is that before March 1st, 2016 is that all converting officers must be stepped down a grade level, matured on that grade level before that person can start enjoying promotion. That was the rule then. Before March 1st, 2016. Until March 1st, 2016, when we now have circular that came out on conversion, on lateral conversion in Lagos State Public Service. And it is that circular that clearly stated that officers can now be moved, can now be converted from one cadre to another cadre on the same level and without any prejudice to any notional promotion. That was the condition then. So those that are on that level, those that are on that cadre that got converted and they are due for promotion can equally move irrespective of the year. So that was the dictate of that circular of March 1st, 2016. Another circular came up again to review the existing circular on March 1st, 2016. And that circular came out, I think December 19, 2000, December 16, 2019, another circular came up again on, reviewing the existing rule on lateral conversion. And it was that circular that now said officers can be converted laterally from that grade level to that same grade level laterally. But there are some other provisos added to it that officer must mature before that officer can now move. Not only that, it was that circular that said there will be no two, career movement the same year. So meaning that you cannot enjoy promotion and conversion the same year. And the circular also said that officers converting must be subjected to, screening before that can be effected. So then another circular came up this year. Was it not last month or thereabout? That equally stated that officer converting must also be asked to, sit for CBT test. That's the latest now. It's just an addition. It's just a review to the existing rule. It's just an addition, condition for conversion. So those are rules guiding conversion. So the next one is advancement. Advancement is the upward movement of an officer within the cadre based on additional qualification or cognate experience as provided in the schemes of service for such cadre. So advancement is the upward movement from lower grade level to higher grade level within that the same cadre, based on, it could be based on additional qualification, it could be based on it could be statutory. So advancement could be statutory, and it could be as a result of passing a prescribed examination. So example of statutory advancement is that of admin officer on grade level 8 that have been advanced on grade level, having spent 2 years. They got advanced to grade level 9. So that is statutory, advancement. But the other one, which is advancement as a result of passing some, there are some advancement as a result of passing some requisite, examination. For example, let me give you an example of that. For example, in the health sector, where we have, officers on medical officers going for residency. Let's say the person showed interest to go to become a consultancy, and he actually, sought for approval and got approval to move to, residency on grade level 13. The moment that officer passed part 1 of the fellowship exam, that officer will move straight to grade level 14, irrespective of the, the month or year he has spent. He will move automatically to grade level 14. That movement is advancement. It's not promotion. It's not waiting for 3 years. It's not waiting for 4 years. He moves straight to grade level 14. And the moment that officer also passed part 2, that officer will also move to grade level, will also move again to level 15 and eventually become a consultant. So These are examples of advancement in the public service of Lagos State. So then promotion, let's talk about promotion. All officers who are eligible for promotion shall be considered except those under disciplinary action. Only those officers that are fulfilling one that have some disciplinary action pending against them that will not be considered for promotion. And the movement, the minimum of years that an officer must spend in a post before being considered eligible for promotion shall be as follows. For officers on grade level 1 to 6, it is every 2 years they move. Officers on grade level 7 to 14, they move every 3 years. They are due for promotion every 3 years. Then officers on grade level 15 and above, they are also due for promotion every 4 years. And don't forget, as I said, that promotion shall be made strictly on basis of what available vacancy. Now, let's quickly talk about the composition of PMB on promotion. For any promotion to be substantiated, there must be a well-constituted PMB, a well-constituted personnel management board, PMB, personnel management board, because I had some people saying, what is PMB? Personnel management board must be constituted. So, and there are 3 committees for this board. The lower one is for the officers. And for officers on grade level 1 to 6. For that body, for that committee, the director, admin, and human resource will be the chairman of that sitting. And along with him, there will be 3 deputy directors seated. There will be 3 officers on grade level 12 to 15, because there are some agencies that if they don't have that 3 directors, they can see select officers on the level 12, 13, 14, and 15 to make up 3. So then there must be representative of Ministry of Establishment and Training, and there must be representative of the supervisory ministry. For supervisory ministry, for PMB, junior committee, junior staff committee. So for officers on grade level 7 to 12, we have the following composition. There will be 1 PS, and the PS of the host ministry will be the chairman. Then 3 directors on grade level 17 will be seated. 3 directors on grade level 17. Then there will be representative of Ministry of Establishment and Training. There will be representative of Civil Service Commission and representative of the supervisory ministry. Then the last one, which is the last committee, which is our committee for the management, 13 and above. So 3 PS must be seated, and the host PS will be the chairman. 3 PS must be permanent secretary must be seated, and the chairman will be the host chairman. Then there will be the host PAMSEC. Then we have 5 substantive directors on grade level 14 must also be seated. Representative of Ministry of Establishment must be seated. Representative of the Civil Service Commission must be seated. Representative of the Supervisory Ministry must be seated. Representative of PSO, Public Service Office, must also be seated. These are the composition for Personnel Management Board on promotion. Personnel Management Board meeting on promotion. Now, let's talk about posting. Let's distinguish posting and deployment. Posting. Posting is the movement of an officer from one department or unit to another within the same ministry. So people use these terms, interchangeably. They use it mistakenly, say, mo ma ti gba posting. Now, Ministry of Establishment, Training and Pension, training, Ministry of Establishment and Training, or Ministry of Commerce, whatever, no. That is, if the movement of that officer is within that ministry, from one department, maybe for admin and human resource, to another department in that ministry, maybe Department of Staff or Department of Training. So it is still within you. So that is what we call posting. Some people call it internal posting. So it is still the same thing, it's posting. But it becomes a deployment when the movement is from one ministry to another ministry, or from one ministry to another agency. So it becomes deployment. So the movement of Mr. Olaigbe from Ministry of Establishment and Training to Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relations is a deployment, not posting. So in conclusion, appointment in public service is not just about filling vacancies. It's not just about filling vacancies, but about, sorry, yes, my slide, okay.
We can't hear you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Please, sir, I'm sorry.
Okay. Are you still with us, sir?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm trying to do something that is not.
Okay.
I'm trying to check my slide. It's not. I'm not getting.
Yeah, we can see your slide from here.
Okay. Okay. So appointments in public service are not just about filling vacancies. They are about ensuring the right people are in the right role to serve the public effectively. Through a merit-based, transparent process, public institutions can uphold values of fairness, accountability, and professionalism, ensuring that appointments are made based on qualifications and competence, leads to improved governance, trust in public institutions, and overall betterment of society. As we move forward, it is critical to continue refining these processes to avoid bias, ensure equal opportunities, and promote diversity in the workplace. By strengthening these principles, we can enhance the quality of public service delivery and achieve the broader goal of public administration. On that note, I would like to draw the curtain of my paper there or lecture there today. Thank you so much for your rapt attention. Thank you for listening. Thank you. God bless you all. I wish you success in your examination or your promotion interview. So thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Olegbe. Thank you very much. Please, can you appreciate Mr. Olegbe with the emoji, please? Wow, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I hope we'll be able to learn something. Please, you can raise your hand if you have any question Please note that this time we are preparing for our promotion exercise. And I want you to remember that the question might come in different form, but but still saying the same thing. The examiner might not ask you about what is a secondment. So it might come in form of case study.
Yes.
Victoria, can you please stop drawing on our screen? So, or else I will remove you. Victoria Kofo, please, can you please stop that? I don't want to remove you, please. So please, this is the starting of our promotion series. This is series 1. So we have a
Exactly.
lot. We have a
Exactly.
lot for you, especially for the eligibility officers. Please, what we do for us is send our don't be too selfish. Send our channel links like Telegram, WhatsApp channel to others. Let them benefit from this. There is nothing, you can't gain anything from letting your friends, your colleague fail their promotion exam. If someone called me yesterday that Mr. Jami, I failed last year, as I say, why, how? I don't understand. Now, another thing that I want you to understand now that based on what the person told me, if we are doing the CBT, I don't know, I'm not sure, I don't know their program yet, but based on the last year experience on the RSCP, and you now find out that maybe you have network glitching or in between the system log you out and log you in back, please, after that session or after that exam or after that RSCP or what have you, write official letter to Civil Service Commission. Please, don't wait and say, shebi I kuku join back. I have screenshot. I have done that. Even if you have screenshot, hide all your screenshots. Notify Civil Service Commission that hey, in between like 5 minutes or 2 minutes my network went off and went and came back and I could be able to join. Itemize and list out the facilitator if possible and other people, because the problem is at the back end, the engineer at the back end might not see you or might see you that you just jump in and jump out. So he might not reason with you that you have a network issue. So he might even be feeling that maybe you purposely, or maybe you are the club or at the bar or at the canteen or somewhere else. Just let me just jump in and jump out so that let me mark register. Meanwhile, it's not your way, it is network. Please, I'm talking from experience. Dunking as well. I know what people are passing through and which we are trying to do that. At times it's not the fault of commission, because even all these ICT of a thing, give to someone else outside. So it is what those people send the back end send to the commission. The commission will work on, approve, or otherwise. So please, the purpose of this call is for you to prepare for your promotion exercise. How you can promotion, how do you prepare is what I'm saying. It's part of it. Don't say, èmi tí mo wà ń bẹ̀, I saw Mr. Olegbe now, even Mr. Jamiu, the host, he was the host. No, the back end might not even see you. Do you understand? Because the influx of coming in into the system might even distract. Right? Please note this. We will continue to say this till we finish the series. And having said that, thank you very much, for your time, Mr. Olegbe, for well prepared, insightful session tonight.
Thank you so much.
Please raise your hand up if you have any. Please ask question. This is not normal session that we normally do. This is for promotion exercise. At the same time, we are not we'll be mixing it together. If you want to do our normal session, you will not see our banner will not read promotion. if you see the promotion, please quickly, and please check our YouTube channel. We have different, we have what entails for you. It doesn't cost you anything. Some people are asking for audio. No, don't worry. I will create a group, WhatsApp group for only promotion eligibility officer. So to send audio, we did it last year. We did it year before. We have been doing this for past 2002, 2003. We are now in 2005, and so forth. So we will continue to serve you. We don't want to see anybody fail. We don't want to. That is why we are trying our best, spending our own personal material, personal money to reach out to you to pass these things. Government cannot do everything for us. Like Yorùbá say, bàbá ti bímọ débì kan, ìwọ náà bíra ẹ. So this government have tried enough for us, paying our salary, train us. So we ourselves, let us try. And do you know what? Let us try and, go to that YouTube channel, join other tutorial, learn this thing. You just have to know this. Tell yourself you have to know these things. No knowledge is lost. Any small one, read it. Never can tell. Like I said, the question will come in form of case study, especially people that are going from level 14, 13, 14, 15. So please be prepared. So if you have any question or others, raise up your hand. Let's hear from you before we go into our chat box and what have you. Please, I'm expecting you to raise up your hand. And if you know that, I believe everybody understand this. Please, if you understand what Mr. Olegbe said, because we are going to ask questions here now. We are going to ask questions. So if you understand everything,
maybe all what we said is clear to them.
If you know that you are clear.
But I really took my time to explain.
Of course, sir.
Those things that are not clear to people, so
okay, it's okay. Let's be like it's clear now.
Yeah, let's assume it's clear.
Okay. So, we have 2, okay, 3. Okay, let me check YouTube, because we have people on YouTube too. Oh, wow. Thank you very much. We appreciate Mr. Olegbe. Thank you very much. Don't worry, we are here to serve you. Mr. Olegbe is still coming back. He has many for you.
Series 2. Even if you allow me to come next weekend, Series 2 is coming.
Oga, you are coming. Even want to come every day. You know how we run it now. During promotion exercise, we do it till 12 till 1 o'clock. You know how we run it last year.
Yes, now.
So you can come anytime. You come tomorrow. Just please, our people must pass. So Mosaku Adetola, please be brief. Be brief. No time, so that we can go and prepare for tomorrow.
Good evening, Mosaku, sir.
Good evening,
yes, good evening.
How are you, ma?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Thank you, Mr. Olegbe, for the impactful training this night.
Which ministry are you, ma?
I want a clarification, sir.
Please.
Which ministry are you, ma?
Be telling here. Let's know where you are calling from.
Ministry of Environment.
Okay, ma. Go ahead, ma.
Calling from
Ministry of Environment.
Ministry of Environment. Okay.
Environment,
okay.
But agency is LASEPA.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, I want a clarification more on the assumption of duty certificates. There are cases of people that service through, let's say, project staff. They've worked for maybe 1 or 2, 3 years, and they got a need to attend PMB for promotional examination. And at the PMB, they were given appointment letter, which read the particular date of that year. And after that, 2 years after, they have the assumption of duty with a particular date of that year. So most time we are told that we will not need to use the old assumption date, but the new one on the confirmation of appointments. I just want a clarification on that.
What do they mean by the new one?
The new
assumption of duty is supposed to be one.
The 2 years after appointment letter.
No, you are talking about confirmation.
Confirmation, sorry.
The date on your confirmation, letter of confirmation, is it different from the day you assume duty?
Yes, it's different because they are not, they most time, they will not take into consideration the time of your appointment as a temporary or project staff.
No, let me clear that area.
Okay.
Okay, if you are given letter of appointment,
yes,
what the government wants is, when are you resuming? Now,
okay.
let's say you went to being Ministry of Environment, being your parent ministry. You resumed there first, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Abi, you resume at La Sepa Street.
It's true, La Sepa Street.
No, you will first resume. No, if letter of appointment, you will first resume at your parent ministry first.
Yes.
So when you now, okay, there are some ministries that when you resume, firstly they will open file for you.
Yes.
Before they now say, okay, they will now deploy you to another agency. Just like when we have BIR then. Firstly, yes, if you are given employment into Lagos State and you are BIR staff, you will first resume at BIR first. The head office at Alausa first. And all the tax offices, they are under BIR. So thereafter, they will open file for you at BIR at Alausa. Then thereafter, after a week or 2 weeks, they will now deploy you to maybe tax office very close to your residence. So when you now get there, they will open other file for you. But the file they open for you at the head office is the one we are going to count. Okay. So now, if your own is La Sepa, so what date is your confirmation letter?
The exactly 2 years of the date on the appointment letter.
Exactly 2 days on the appointment letter. It's okay now.
Yes.
There are some. It's okay.
Okay.
Are they saying it's wrong?
No, is that what will now be on your assumption of duty certificate?
Okay. Now I now understand what you mean. No, let me tell you. There are some areas that you won't have letter of assumption of duty. You are not given letter of assumption. That the employment letter given to you will be taken as your date of first appointment.
Yes.
So, and exactly 2 years of that will be taken as your confirmation date, and that is the date you'll be using.
Okay, sir. Perfect.
Just like me that I'm talking to you now, the date of my letter of appointment is 4th of May, year 2000. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, and my confirmation is 4th May, year 2002, and so be it.
Okay, sir.
And when we are employed that time, when we are employed in year 2000, we are not given letter of assumption to fill. So we don't even have letter of assumption.
That time.
But àwọn kan máa ní, àwọn tó bá ní déètì tó bá wà nínú letter of assumption wọn yẹn náà ló máa jẹ́ exactly 2 years ló máa jẹ́ confirmation date wọn.
Okay, sir.
So bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn, madam.
Thank you so much, sir. Well,
you're welcome, ma.
Thank you. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Mr. Ola James, please, let's be brief. Let's be brief. Mr. Ola James.
Yes, sir.
Good evening. Speak up.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Firstly, I want to appreciate the host for taking his time to organize this tutorial. And I also want to appreciate Mr. Egbeola for this
Ola
for this beautiful presentation.
Thank you so much.
It's really impactful. My questions is just like
where is me? You are from
I'm
which
from
ministry, sir?
I'm from Ministry of Waterfront Infrastructure Development, but
All
my
right,
agency
sir.
is Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources.
Confirm, sir.
My
Thank
question
you, sir.
is that throughout the presentation, I discovered that leave was not captured in the presentation. In terms of leave.
We are coming to that, sir. We are coming to that. Just finger cross. Finger cross.
Just be following us.
Step by step. You know, this is a promotion. This is a promotion series. So fẹ́ nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé ó máa módù pọ̀ is one after the other. I make everybody understand kìíní dáadáa. We are coming to leave. We are coming to exist. We are coming to just measure anything in service. We are even coming to auditor.
We are still coming to discipline.
Everything. Please just make sure that you join our channel for the updates and share it across.
Thanks once again, sir. I really appreciate it.
Do you have any question for us?
No, that's the only question I have for now.
Okay, the leave. Okay. You want to?
Yeah.
We get that. No problem, sir. Thank you, sir. Mr. Oladele.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. Mr. Olaide, thanks very much for the lecture. Really appreciate you, sir.
You are from which ministry, sir?
Ministry of the Environment. Agency is Lageskai.
Lageskai, okay. Go ahead, sir.
Right. Sir, I want to throw more light on rules of conversion. I think I missed out in that area. I want you to please throw more light on it. Rules of conversion.
Okay.
Rules. Okay.
Okay. Rules guiding conversion.
Sure, sir.
What I said that before March 1st, 2016, the rules guiding conversion then was that any converting officer must be stepped down a grade level, mature on that level, and and start moving for eligible for the next promotion after you have matured on that level. What I mean is that let's say when you are on grade level 12 and you did conversion. Are you there? Hello? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Are you there?
It's you, sir. I hear you.
Okay. I said before March 1st, 2016, officers converting must be stepped down a grade level.
Can you please mute yourself there? I don't want to mute you here so that you can listen. Okay, thank you. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Before March 1st, 2016, officers converting must be stepped down a grade level. They usually step down a grade level, then they mature on that level before start, considering them for promotion. That was the practice then before March 1st, 2016. But as at March 1st, 2016, during the regime of Mr. Akinwumi Ibidapo Ambode, are you there? A circular came out March 1st, 2016, and that circular is the one that launched lateral conversion in Lagos State Public Service that approved it. So, and after the circular was issued, then officers can now be converted laterally. That is, officer on grade level 7 or 12 can be converted to level 12 of another cadre. And having converted, another one came out again in year 2019, 16 December 2019, and that was a circular that reviewed the existing circular of that March 1st, 2016, and it now came with some proviso again that officer can be converted laterally, but that officer must also mature before that officer can be due for promotion. Not only that, was that circular that said that officers converting, that there is no two career movements in the same year, meaning as you are converting, you cannot be promoted the same year. It was that circular of 2019 that stated that, and that officers converting must also be, subjected screening by the parent ministry of that officer. Those are the conditions surrounding conversion. Until this year, again, when the idea of CBT test is also added to it. Are we there? Have I answered your question, sir?
Okay, thank you, sir. Modupe Babatunde.
Good evening, sir.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
I thank Mr. Olegbe for this beautiful presentation.
Thank you so much.
My question goes on secondment.
Your ministry, ma'am.
Secondment is Office of State Auditor General.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, secondment, you said, is a temporary release of an officer to the service to another government.
Yes.
And you mentioned a condition. What happened if I've been seconded to secondment to Abuja? What happens to my link in Lagos?
Okay. To your what?
To my link in Lagos, since I'm still
so
in.
You are still staff of Lagos State.
Yes.
So you are still staff of Lagos State. You are there temporarily.
Okay.
Are you there? You are there temporarily. And I said, when you are being seconded, when you are going, if it is, I said there are two ways. I said it could be in the officer's interest, and I said it could be in the public interest. If it is in the public interest, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Your name will still be in the nominal role of your ministry here in Lagos State.
Okay.
They will not remove your name, but at the last column of the nominal role, where you have remarks, they will put on secondment there. That's what will clear you from any audit exercise being conducted here in Lagos State. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So, and I said, you are no longer collecting salary of Lagos State. You will be collecting salary of that Abuja Federal Capital Territory. The one they are at the presidency, what they are paying at Abuja is what you'll be earning. Are we there? Then I said, if that secondment is in the public interest, it has no time bound. It has no time bound.
Okay.
That is, after 2 years, after 3 years, 4 years, if they still want you to be there, it is so be it. But you may ask how your SPADEF will be done by the time you come back. By the time you come back, you are still going to earn all your promotion, and you are not going to miss any of your national promotion or any of your national dates of promotion. You are still going with your contemporaries. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Meaning your contemporaries, those people you left in Lagos State here, while you are in Abuja, they will be doing promotion here.
Yes.
But there, you are not doing your promotion. But when you come back, you are still going to do your promotion. And you'll be given that date. That date, your contemporaries are equally, the date of your contemporaries, you'll also be given that date. So meaning you are still going with your contemporaries. You are not missing any promotion. You are not missing any date. You are not missing any national date.
Okay.
Am I communicating?
Yes, thank you. I'm very grateful.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Sir. Okay, sir. For more clarification on what you just said, sir, are you saying now that if she due for promotion, for example, this year now,
Okay.
and she's still serving as a secondment at Abuja, so is she need to partake in the promotion or ignore the promotion and do it
No,
she finish her appointment?
She does not need it.
Okay.
When she comes back, she will notify our ministry or the office or agency that she's through with them at Abuja. Are you there? That you should be enlisted as part the eligibility list for that year, eligibility list for that year, and you'll be listed, and you will now do all the needful for promotion.
But what about the SPADEV, sir?
The SPADEV, yeah, thank you. For SPADEV, instead of the SPADEV we are using here, but what they are going to use for her is confidential reports. Are you there? Confidential report. It is annually as she's there will be confidential report about her, about that officer on secondment in public interest. So confidential report here, loma kojo, toma forward they say kumbi by. It will give an account of it's just like a progress report about her service in Abuja, why she was in Abuja. Are we there? So confidential report here, normal low instead of the SPADEV. So that is
okay,
it.
Sir. All right, sir. Yeah. I think Modupe Babatunde understand that now. Adeyanju Iyabode. Adeyanju Iyabode, are you there?
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Your name and
ministry. For what you have done for us so far, sir. We really appreciate your love and we enjoy your lecture.
Thank you so much.
More anointing in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Your ministry.
Yes, sir. I'm from Ministry of Health.
Ministry of Health. Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So my question is about the seniority that you said about the assumption of duty.
Okay.
That you give us like ABC.
Okay.
Assuming A receive, the three of them receive letter the same year, the same month.
Yes.
But like you said, let's say they gave them letter at October.
Okay.
And A went to go and resume duty by December. B resumed duty for November.
Just come out with your question, ma. Yeah, your
Okay,
question.
sir. My question is now goes this way, sir. Assuming the two people A and B went to go and resume the same date, who will be the senior among the both of them, sir?
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
If the two of them have the same, qualification.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and they resume the same day.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there are so many indices can be used to determine seniority.
Yes, sir.
Are you there? It could be,
yes, sir.
It could be who fill the assumption of duty first.
Okay.
Let's say they both have the same qualification. Maybe they both have first degree. Are we there? BSc, and
yes,
they resume the same day. So we can who was given assumption of duty form to fill form certificate first.
Okay.
It will fill here. By lower nominal role. That's seniority.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
but there are some cases tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo wọn máa need the same attribute lọ tó jẹ́ pé to determine most senior the seniority among them ó máa wà cumbersome. So wọ́n lè wò pé at the end of the day wọ́n lè lo age.
Okay.
And at the end of the day wọ́n lè lo the son, their surname, who comes first? Chemo, tobacco, shobono, toko laigbe, chemo pe, who comes first? O comes before S.
Yes.
Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
So, determine.
God bless you, sir.
Amen,
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. Soliu Mustafa, brief, quick one. Soliu Mustafa, you have the floor.
Okay, wait on, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, sir. I'm very grateful, sir. Thank you, the host and Mr.
Olaigbe.
Sir, but this is my question, sir.
Your ministry.
Your ministry.
Education District 5.
All right,
District
sir.
5.
Go ahead.
District 5, okay.
In my assumption of duty, sir.
Okay.
It's January 25th. That is the one given to me at my district.
Okay.
But I remember
January
we were asked
25th.
Exactly.
Okay.
25th.
Okay.
But we were asked to go to Alausa. So
Okay.
at Alausa, PSO, we were asked to fill another one. At PSO, we are everybody. There are some people that received their letter maybe December, the year that preceded my year, December, my own January. So everybody was given the same assumption of duty, which is 23rd of January.
Mm-hmm.
So my what's it called? Pay slip keep reading 23rd of January, but my duty that I submitted at the place, my place for piece of this thing was really 25. So I was using 25. Some people were saying is 23rd. So I don't know. I want to ask which one is the right one to use.
It is that 23rd of January you are going to use, because that was the day you are uploaded into the Oracle for payment.
Exactly,
so
exactly.
It happens like that at PSO, that they will invite all new entrants to come. Okay, they have employed you. Okay, come for Oracle so that you'll be loaded for your remuneration. So all those officers employed at that particular period, so PSO used to load them the same day. So it is that day you are being captured at PSO you will be using. So òun náà ṣe jẹ́ pé nǹkan tó ń lò fún yín nìyẹn. So wọ́n ti àzún ẹ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́. Oyè yín ẹ má lo ìgbà tí ẹ tún dé ọ́fíìsì yẹn mọ́.
But sir, tí wọ́n bá ní ká submit àtọ ADC mi máa rí 25.
Okay.
So that is just the issue.
Are you a new staff?
No, sir. I'm 11.
No. What year?
Okay, 20 January 25th, 2017.
2020 what?
17, sir.
2017 January. What date is on your letter of confirmation?
It's 25th, sir.
20 what?
January 25, sir.
Ló wà lórí confirmation. Ló wà lórí confirmation.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, sir.
Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀. Àbí. Mr. Soliu. Mr. Soliu.
Sir, mo àpọ̀lé, sir.
Okay. Ṣé nígbà tẹ́ dé education district?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, sir.
Wọ́n fún yín ní ADC. Àbí?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, sir.
Tefil. It was 25th, àbí?
Exactly, sir. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, sir. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, sir.
Ẹ máa lò lọ.
Okay, sir.
Ẹ máa lò lọ. You are okay.
All right. Ọlárewájú. Ọlárewájú. Unmute yourself. Ọlárewájú. Unmute yourself. Okay. Òṣìdípẹ̀ Ọmọbùsáyọ̀.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, thanks for the insightful and well-detailed tutorial.
Thank you.
The question is, all this while, my promotion letter has always been reading 1st of January. But I just realized that the last promotion I had read 1st of June. No, 1st of July, sorry. 1st of July.
Okay.
I didn't know it was different from the others until while we were preparing for this present brief, that I realized that my contemporaries that we do promotion together had 1st of January, but mine is 1st of July. What advice can you give?
Where is your ministry?
Office of Internal Audits.
Okay.
Yeah. My question now is, what advice can you give me, or is this something I should be worried or I should just overlook?
Okay. Did you do conversion?
Yes, I did advancement.
You did advancement. Advancement will not change your notional date. It won't change it. Did you do advancement?
Conversion.
I did. Did not do conversion.
Did you do conversion?
Did not do conversion, sir.
You've done conversion.
I did not.
No.
I did not.
You did not do conversion.
Yes, sir.
And then you need to write. You need to write to commission. When were you employed?
On the 23rd of December 2013.
2013, 23rd December. So you are 1-1. You are 1st of January.
Yes, sir.
So you are not 1-7. You are not 1st of July. So and so far you've been using 1-1, Abi.
Yes, sir.
Until your last promotion, they change it to 1-7.
Yes, sir.
So you need to write to the commission.
Okay.
Write to commission. Explain to commission.
Okay,
that
sir.
your last promotion was wrongly, the date of your last promotion was wrongly dated. That they should help you see to it. So,
all right.
So at once they may invite you to come. They will do that. They can chart your career progression. They will chart it. They will change it.
Thank you very much.
Error can come from anywhere.
So you write through your office.
Yes.
Or better still, tomorrow you can just walk into a career CMD department.
Yes.
Meet Mr. Aragbada and explain yourself.
The director CMD.
Director CMD, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Alaka Emmanuel. Sorry, sir. Let's just pick these people and Alaka Emmanuel. Alaka Emmanuel. Unmute yourself.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Your ministry?
Yes, sir. I'm Ministry of Education, District 5.
Go ahead.
Sir, I really enjoy my August explanation, very explanatory, and I really want to continue with that for us, sir, because I'm also going for promotion this year, sir. Sir, my area where I need more light to be thrown is that of where you mentioned you deeply explain conversion, advancement, and promotion. Sir, I need that little explanation on that advancement, sir. So that area is not very clear to me, sir. Thank you, sir.
Explanation on advancement.
Yes, sir. Just little explanation, because there's a confusion between that conversion and advancement, the way you explain both. I just need little clarification on that one, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Advancement, I said, is an upward movement of an officer within the same cadre. It's been advanced to grade level 9. That is upward movement. He's not leaving the cadre. He's not leaving that cadre. But conversion is moving from one cadre to another cadre on presentation of additional qualification. Now, and I said advancement can be viewed in two ways. It could be statutory advancement, and it could be advancement as a result of what? Passing some prescribed examination. And I gave example of statutory advancement, that a level 8 admin officer, having spent 2 years, are being advanced, being advanced to the level 9. That is statutory. Having spent 2 years on that grade level. Now, and I said there are some advancement as a result of passing some exam. And I gave example of that officer on residency. But when he was employed, on their entry point is grade level 12. He got promoted to grade level 13 and showed interest in going for residency. Having completed the residency, they become a consultant, medical consultant. Now, what I'm now saying is that when that officer passed part 1 of their fellowship exam, he moves to 14. That movement is advancement. And the moment he passed the part 2 of the fellowship exam too, he moved to grade level 15 and become a full consultant. So the movement of that officer on residency, their movement to consultancy cadre, to consultancy, is by advancement. It is not by promotion. So those are the two differences. Have I answered your question, sir?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. You think so? Or you are not? You think
no.
You are not sure?
I think the guy is,
okay, it's Dami that is responding.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry. I thought it's the guy. No problem.
Olanrewaju.
Yeah.
Unmute yourself.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Your ministry.
Sorry. Yeah, my ministry is the Ministry of Health. My agency is the Primary Care Board.
Okay, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. I would like to go back to the area of assumption letter. I was employed the local government staff as a messenger, 2008.
Okay.
And then getting to 2020, I made a conversion to a medical record officer.
Okay.
So assumption letter was given to me at the first stage. No, it was not given to me at the first stage at 2008. But 2020, I did a conversion. An assumption letter was given me concerning that conversion.
Yeah.
So I want to know which of the conversion are we supposed to be taking up to for now.
It's not clear to me. You said you were employed as a messenger.
Yes, as a messenger in 2008.
Please let me note it. Sorry, let me note it. You were employed as a messenger in 2008.
Yes, in the local government.
Okay.
So after going back to
you got sorry. In 2010, you got confirmed, Gabi?
Yes, sir.
2010. I was confirmed. Okay.
Yes, sir. So
okay, then
2020.
Later you did conversion.
Yes, 2020.
Into what year was that?
Yeah, 2020.
2020. Okay, conversion.
Yes, at Primary Health Care Board.
I know, I am coming. Don't worry, you will know where we are going now. In 2020, you did conversion, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is now the problem?
Now the problem is the assumption letter was given. Another assumption letter was given to me, or as you said, the assumption letter given to me in 2020.
No,
Is it the one
no,
I'm going to opt for?
no. That assumption letter that was given to you in 2020 is for another. You know, your job has changed from
Yes,
messenger
sir. Yes,
now to medical record officer.
yes, sir.
So when you are now deployed to primary healthcare board,
Yes, sir.
as medical record officer,
Yes, sir.
when you resume there, that is the
Yes, sir.
assumption letter for that resumption there. It's not
Okay,
the one we are talking about.
Okay.
That was the time you assume office for that new job. Of that medical officer. That is that. But the one we are talking about that may determine your notional date in service is that first one of that messenger.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, that when you started your job as messenger in service, that was
So
one
that was
using.
that was the one I will be using. Thank you, sir.
Yes, as
correctly, sir.
Yes.
I really appreciate it, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir, for that clarification. Ifeoma Esther Abiola, unmute yourself. Ifeoma. Okay, Ifelola Esther Abiola.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening. Your ministry.
Yes, sir. Well done, sir.
You want to ask question?
My question goes like this. I did conversion.
Hello? Your ministry,
yes, sir. I said that I did conversion
your ministry,
with promotion at the same time. That
your
was
ministry.
Okay, sir. Sorry, sir. Local government Ikorodu West, SCDA.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, SCDA, Ikorodu. Okay.
Ikorodu West. Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Yeah,
I did
welcome.
conversion and promotion. That was 2012. The only conversion was given. I passed the 2 exams and the interview. The only conversion was given to me, and it was affecting my grade level up to date because I was in level 15 now, step 10 now. Hello,
I'm with you, ma. You did,
sir. So it's affecting all that my colleagues. Some of my colleagues are in grade level 17 now. Grade level 17 when I'm still on grade level 15, step 10.
What could have
so
caused that?
On that step, I was on level 12 for another 3 years again before I did another promotion.
Did you do?
That time it was conversion.
Madam, you did conversion.
And promotion the same day. Yes, sir.
You did conversion in 2012.
2012, yes, sir.
Let me tell you.
2012.
Wait, ma. You know that year.
Yes,
that year that you did conversion. When you do conversion, you will be stepped down. So you are taken back to grade level 10. You are stepped down to grade level 10. And that 10 that you got to of another cadre. So you will now start counting again. You now spend 3 years again on that 10 before you start moving again. So Nkoti, and why
I did agree, NC agree. I study agriculture in my NC, and my BS2 is agricultural science. But the exam, Mrs. Fashola said we should do the conversion and the exam the same day. If I'm able to pass the 2, I'll be giving. But later, even Alhaji Ojora speak on my behalf and others during that time that they should give us both the conversion, because I've already been on that step for 6 years. I'm supposed to be given promotion, but only conversion. Yes. For 6 years. So Alhaji Ojola said they should give me the promotion and the conversion because I study agricultural science in my NC.
Okay.
So they said that I'm inspector. I must change to officer.
Okay.
That's why I did the conversion written and oral, and I passed both. But now it's affecting me up to now. My colleagues are in level 17 now, when I'm still on level 15, step 10 now. But I have another promotion next year now.
Next year?
Yes, sir.
So
the last promotion was 2022.
So you are part of those that will be considered for promotion now, Abi?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
I know
because
what happened.
My last promotion was 2022. You know, assistant director will be on for
4 years,
years.
4 years, Benny.
Yes, sir. The next year now again.
Madam.
Thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir.
Madam, Sherry, what happened to
Yes,
your
sir.
issue? What happened to your issue was because
yes, sir.
you are stepped down to grade level 10 again. And on getting to 10 again, it's like someone who has spent too long on that level 10. Because Sherry, your issue, because of this platform, maybe you may write the commission, local government service commission.
Sir.
Right.
Okay,
let them help you to restart your career.
Okay, sir.
So don't lose hope. You may still when they start your career, you may still find the face of the law, of the rule.
Amen. Thank you very much, sir. I really
appreciate to the commission.
You're wonderful, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir. Madam.
Thank you, sir.
Hope you are clear, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. On this note, please, there is no time again. No. This is almost 10:30, and tomorrow we have work. Though is our usual. Benny, though is our normal way. So if you are doing promotion tutorial like this, we normally spend time. Sorry, I won't be able to take that your question. I'm sorry. Another question, please try to join our channel if you have any question. Mr. Olaigbe will respond to you, another professional guru on our channel. So we have a YouTube Telegram channel and a WhatsApp channel. So join it. We have sent the link. Join it. If you join it, we can be able to send. I could see people asking for audio, another thing. Please, we can't be doing that now. And there is no way we can start collating number on the Zoom. No time, right? Zoom is counting. So just join that channel. From there, you can be able to send your phone number. Then we'll send the link for promotion, just for promotion, so that you can be able to send the materials and other thing. So here is just for lecture and the question and more clarification. So on this note, I will call on someone to appreciate Mr. Olaigbe. Please share our information across, help others, right? And then please don't forget our YouTube channel. Subscribe. Go there, pick any of your choice. We have it. How do you want it? We have many Mr. Olaigbe series there. So please go there and check. I will unmute someone now to just appreciate Mr. Olaigbe now. Anu Odebode, can you please unmute yourself? Anu Odebode. Please, our people on YouTube. Sorry, we can't. No time for us to pick any question now. We appreciate you. It's not that we neglect you. We appreciate you. Please, I'm sorry for that. Abigail, can you unmute yourself? Abigail. Is it that everybody has? Abosede Ojo, are you there? Abosede Ojo. Okay. Alaka Emmanuel. So.
Okay. Now, sir, good evening, sir. On behalf of the entire.
Okay, sorry. You can continue.
Okay, ma.
Okay.
On behalf of the entire staff, everybody here, we really appreciate the presentation of our Oga in person of Mr. Olaegbe for this good lecture being given to us, and we also looking forward to seeing you next time, sir. So we really appreciate. Thank you very much, sir. Everybody have a nice week.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. As you are going, please let's use the MO to appreciate Mr. Olaegbe. And I'm promising you by next week, you are going to, Mr. Olaegbe is still coming back for another lecture, another topic like leave and what have you. Just make sure that your jotter, buy new jotter, new exercise like 60 leaves and new biro to start writing. Please. Gbogbo wa pátápátá la máa pass lágbára Ọlọ́run. Thank you, sir, for your time, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Have a lovely night rest. Ẹ tètè lọ lọ́ṣọ́lẹ̀ o. Ẹ ṣé gan, sir.
Thank you. Good night, sir.
Good night.
Yeah, good night, sir. God bless you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Okay, just